I just remember seeing it on TikTok, like definitely not this year or last, probably like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's why.
It was an older trend.
I didn't do anything TikTok 2 years ago, remember?
Water bottle.
It wasn't, I think it might have been like a year ago that I started my TikTok, not even a full year yet. I think it was November or something when I started mine. Are we alive?
We're here.
We're recording, right? Yeah?
Yeah. We are
Right,
live and direct.
Live and direct to you viewers at home.
Live from Milwaukee, it's Caffeinated Creators Podcast!
On the WKVLK.
Yeah, it's got to have the W in the beginning of it. It's obviously stand for Wisconsin, but then spew out whatever fucking random letters you can spit out, and it's a radio station.
LWWKZY TV show, radio show.
Say the whole alphabet after the radio.
Coming live from the WABCDFGHIJKLMNOPQRS TV. That's a good enough for now.
We got the W.
We couldn't afford the rest of the letters.
yeah. We ran out of letter budget.
Well, guys, welcome on in to Caffeinated Creators Podcast number 20.
20,
20, dude.
The big 20.
We're almost able to drink legally.
We're one away.
One away, dude.
One more way.
Yep.
That's going to be a hell of a
This should have been 21.
This should have been 21.
Poor scheduling. We're not able to.
It's my fault. I fucked it up.
All right, I was going to leave that to be ambiguous and be poor planning. I literally said this to myself when I was figuring out how to phrase it. But if Max will take the blame fully, he can. He kind of messed up on scheduling.
I'll fully take the blame. I forgot the day, and here we are.
About his sister's
You
birthday.
made the day, and you still forgot.
I know, that's why it was even worse.
It's okay.
To be fair, it first got pushed off because 2 people were sick.
Yeah.
So like that one's understandable. Then you forgot about your own sister's birthday.
But then remembered.
Well, at like 1:30.
Yeah, 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
When you got a reminder text.
Hey, at least I got the reminder text.
At least you met up with it all. You know, it didn't slip underneath the radar too bad.
Yeah.
True. Can I start?
Yeah. Let's get into it.
In the world of tech news.
Yes. I don't know if those are coming through.
They're coming through.
Oh, they're coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be heard.
Sick.
Oh, we got another one come by. Usually it's 1 or 2 or 3, and then.
What you get for living on a busy ass street?
All right. In the world of tech news, the Nofio, I think it's Nofio. I think it's Nofio or Nofio, one of the two. But the company currently working on the wireless adapter the only wireless adapter for the Index VR headset, dropped not minutes ago. It's probably been about an hour now. And its goal is $250,000-ish thousand.
Is it a backer project?
Back a Kickstarter on Kickstarter.
Yep. It is their goal is $214,386.
And
it's a very specific number, and I don't know why.
That is a very
I think it's based
number.
on like units sold, not like they pick a number.
Maybe they just chose a weird unit sold. What's the price of them?
Well, so here's the thing: is this dropped today? You can go get it back to Kickstarter, and you can have them coming. And Mike has already done it.
Wow.
He told me about it. I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it.
Mike has already done it.
Because I don't want this to be another case like Slime VR where I was late to the party with it, and then now I'm just waiting for. I'm still waiting.
Perpetually
for it.
waiting.
Yeah. So now being one of the first couple to get it, hopefully I should actually get it on time and it doesn't get pushed out.
Do you know how fast they're going to be shipping them?
I believe it was expected.
They have like units made, so.
I believe if I read it right, it was expected March of next year.
Nice.
That's quick.
That is actually pretty quick.
That's pretty quick for a Kickstarter. But
Yeah,
I see
delivery
that.
March
Are we good with
2023.
chat, or should I pull Lean back up just to make sure? Because I see that, and I'm refreshing it. I see.
I'm surprised Lean Back wasn't open in the first place.
Well, I streamed today with just caffeinated, and it worked great.
Fair enough.
So let me open up Lean back really quick.
That's actually pretty
Max
interesting.
also tried it.
Which tier of the backer did you choose?
Well,
they don't have like a.
Oh, so it's
It's more about, like,
they have a couple
product-based.
different.
Okay.
They have a couple different ones, but it was essentially there was one of getting one of everything, which included. Let me go look at the pledges here. The sorry, I gotta scroll down. The wireless accessory for valve index, base and head. A hot swap battery, which is just a battery you plug in on the back, and then the OcuLink short cable to plug it in. I believe to charge the battery. I believe. But they had essentially 3 options, besides their like early bird one of being a little bit cheaper for the first 100 to do it. Was getting one of each of those. The one where you get one of each, but a free battery along top of it. That one sold out the first. Makes sense. And then one where you get 2 of each.
Nice. Which one did you get?
I got 1 of each, and then I bought an extra battery.
Nice.
And yeah, they're almost already done with their whole fucking Kickstarter. Like
that's gonna be pretty cool.
For their 2 of each, right now they have 69 of 100 left. And
wait, really?
Everything else is not available.
That's crazy.
So you can only get the 2 of each at this point, and that's it.
Really? So they sold all 500 of those? When I last refreshed, it was at 480 were left?
Did they like give a video demonstration of like showing how the product works and stuff like that? Or are people just kind of going into it blind, hoping that it's going to be a good...
I'm going into it blind, but I've already heard about it previously.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Thrill did a video on it, and he said it was phenomenal.
Oh, okay. That's going to be pretty neat. I'm excited to see something like that.
It clips right onto the back of your pre-existing unit, like your the hard mount for the index. It clips right on the back of that. That's 1, 2, 3.
You messing with it?
Yeah, is your mic not working now? Are you blinking fast? Yeah, you're definitely not connected.
Yeah.
Test 1, 2, 3.
Now you look connected. It was slower. It slowed down.
There you go.
For Christmas, I'm gonna buy us all new lab mics.
Could you imagine going out?
I mean, we did kind of go
the Shure Lab mics or the
one of them. I'm gonna like spend a good healthy amount of money.
Thank you, Darian, for the call out.
Unfortunately,
we had it tested when we started, so it must have dropped out somewhere midway.
We honestly
the product itself isn't too great, but in all honesty, they work great when they work.
There's just no real good indicator on these to be like, yes, it's connected.
Yeah, it'd be different if it had like an actual like volume bar. You could see like what the decibel coming through is.
I also want to get a unit too where I can have like one receiver and like connect as many fucking.
Not the jerry rig we have.
Yeah. One. But it works. It gets the job done.
Works. It's not too bad. It's literally just like a little splitter, well, a combiner. I think it works pretty good for what it is.
For what we needed to do, it works well.
Yeah. So I have to.
I'm so sorry. I do apologize. I didn't realize it moved mine up there because I went on this batch, so they are not completely sold out of the singles.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They have 300 of the 500 singles left.
Is this which? So you got this one? Is this the one that you got?
Yeah.
What is that in American?
It was about $401.
That's a fat penny.
With an additional battery pack.
That is
buy an additional battery pack.
That does sound like it's going to be a pretty nice addition to not have a cable though.
The freedom, dude.
The thing is too, what it will be nice is it'll take care of one of my issues.
What's that?
Because I've stepped on my cord enough that sometimes, not often, but
it's
rarely,
disconnect a little bit.
My left audio will go out. Oh no!
We're still recording, so just go ahead and go live.
Our stream went down, but we're still recording.
So when you get it, how long do you think the life of each battery is going to be?
I think it actually says on here it's about 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours.
Damn. Alrighty.
And the thing is, if you have 2 that you consistently just keep charging, you'll be good to go to keep.
I mean, is the headset going to turn off in that moment when you have to change the battery though? Probably, I would imagine, unless there's an internal.
They're called hotspot batteries, so I assume it's something that you can.
Some type of like.
My assumption.
Or it would just be the equivalent of unplugging the cord and plugging it back in.
My assumption would be is that there's an internal battery on the actual unit that the packs also charge, and when you unplug it, it just draws from that for a moment, and then you plug the next one in, and you're good to go.
As long as you're quick enough about it, I imagine it should be so good.
Well, that'll be exciting for when you get that. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm fucking jealous.
Hey, you're probably gonna get it not too far from now.
You still got time, but like obviously there's only 308 left. Let's refresh this. Let's see if it goes. I got 3
weeks of back pay waiting for me, baby. I'm waiting.
All right, it's gone down to 291. You're running out of time.
So much for those 20 days. I saw 20 days. I'm like, oh, I'm good. This isn't gonna go that fast. No, they're gonna sell out literally tonight.
Way before.
I mean, the thing is, I probably wouldn't have even got in there if you had told me right now when I stepped in your door.
Yeah,
Did
probably.
you literally just order it while you were here?
Yes.
That's great.
He literally was looking at it. He goes, yeah, this just dropped. And I was like, oh, cool. I looked up. I was like, yeah, fuck it.
That's actually pretty awesome. Hell yeah.
That is funny.
You know, so on the topic of technology, I just came to the realization, and I did a little bit of research and I was looking for it because as you guys may know about monitor technology for screens, there's like LCD, LED, QLED, and then there's also OLED.
Right.
And all those good things. I was
and A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was looking for like a really good OLED monitor, and I came to find out they almost don't exist. They literally.
Do you know who did just release one though?
Alienware came out with one.
Alienware has one, but Corsair of all companies just released. I'm talking like within the last week. Within like the last 5 days.
I didn't see anything about it, so they must not be like selling them just quite yet.
It's a little bit taller. It's about the same like width as mine, but a little bit taller.
Mm-hmm.
For 1400 or I think it goes up to, was it 1440 or no?
120 probably.
No. It's higher. It's the one higher than that. Fuck. 144. 144. Yeah. I think is what it goes to. I think there's an overdrive mode for 200 and whatever. 200 and what's the 200 one?
260 you're saying?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
260 or 240. I mean,
I think it's 240.
They range because it depends on who makes the panels.
Yeah. So they got one, and not only is it an OLED that runs that fast, and it has like 1,000 nit peak brightness. Yeah. So it's hella bright.
1,000 nit is around the average for OLED. I found that's like what.
Yeah, that's where the tech is at right now.
Like TVs and stuff like that.
But it's movable, curved.
Oh, it's a flexible.
It's a flexible. So if you're like, let's say you're playing the game.
So you're saying the monitor is going to be like $2,000.
I don't know what the price of it is,
dude,
but
that thing is not going to be anywhere close to consumer like cheap.
Yep, there it is.
You know, I almost feel like I saw something or I saw like a demo of this.
So it's really cool because you get best of both worlds. You get, if you want it flat,
if you want a curved monitor, you can have a curved monitor. Otherwise, you can have a flat monitor.
I would love to get that because I would love an OLED monitor so bad. Like I want an OLED monitor so bad.
When I
don't want to buy an IPS.
Even have a price yet. You can just sign up to be notified when it's actually launched.
Oh, I thought it came. Oh, 240. Yeah, 240 hertz. There you go.
Yeah, 240 hertz.
That's honestly insane.
Dude, that is so fucking crazy. He's putting his email in.
My guy just took my phone and put in his own email to sign up.
Hey, this is the reason why I'm invested in Corsair, man, because y'all keep buying this shit. That stock price gonna keep. I'm just kidding. Corsair is my worst option I have. It's
really
like awful. Yeah.
Is it really not? Isn't that good?
Yeah,
I don't know. Like right now is not the best time.
The company does good. The company's doing good, but there's right now like, okay, quick aside. Corsair's stock price is doing really bad right now because there's a holding company that owns 51% of the company, and they're holding on to those shares. And until they start selling or releasing them, people keep selling and like not really wanting to be a part of it. So Corsair's stock is now below its original IPO price, their initial public offering.
Is that from when it launched it, you're saying?
Yeah, so when it launched, it was like, it started here and went like, so it started here, it went like this when it launched, and now it's down here.
So you're telling me it's the perfect time to buy.
Yes, for real though. Like actually.
You just want people to buy in.
No, I'm not, okay,
but
I can't.
You're getting dividends. You're not trying to make a.
No, Corsair is my one option. No, Corsair's my one option that I have that does not pay dividends.
Wow.
I'm going for the fucking bag, baby, on that one. Yeah.
Interesting.
But it's at an all-time low right now. If you want to make a hot, quick buck, start buying because it's not going to get any cheaper.
I honestly have always wanted to find a reason to get into some stocks.
I've always wanted to get into stocks.
It's fun. It's just like you got to be ready. Like whatever you put into it, if you're going to be playing the game. Like if you're gonna be like buying and selling and trying to play the game, just be ready to lose. Yeah. But if you're but if you're doing safe investments where you're just throwing it into like
doing stocks is
go longer. That's only a day.
Stocks is literally what I've looked at in my life as the actual.
Go more and then all.
This year to date.
Go more, go all.
The more like accepted way to gamble. is what I look at.
Yeah,
stocks
yeah,
as.
it's a professional way to gamble.
I mean, that's pretty much exactly what it is. But the thing is that it's probably a lot more lucrative because you're not going to be able to mathematically gauge a jackpot.
No, it's all fucking.
You know what I mean?
So if you go to the initial there, all the way over, you can see what the original offering was.
17.
$14. It was $14, and now it's at.
Well, it was at 17.
Oh, 17.
Now
and
it's
now
at 14.
Yeah, so it's below its initial public.
Well, the thing is that it's been down there before, so it unfortunately has been there for some time.
Oh yeah, I've been fucking holding on to this for way too long. It's been like 2 years I've been holding on to Corsair garbage stuff.
That's weird to see that they started going down now of all time. Like they peaked at the end of COVID and now they're coming down. It makes me wonder why.
So that's part of the issue. That's partially like I actually listen to the Corsairs, like they do public quarterly shareholder meetings, and it's actually the one that I listen to out of all the ones I have is because obviously I'm playing the game on that one, so I want to know a little bit. Corsair actually hasn't made money since like the first quarter of when COVID hit.
Wow. I mean, to be fair, a lot of these companies,
but their potential,
they really brand towards like gamer stuff, and I feel like people are getting smarter with buying their products.
Right. Well, not everyone that's a gamer is buying gaming chairs anymore.
Yeah,
This is a perfect example. What does Corsair make? Gaming chairs.
Is that really what they're most known for?
No, they originally started.
That's what that thing is right now.
Yeah, Corsair gaming chair.
I didn't
It's
think that was what they made the
$300
most
chair.
room in, or like money in.
Memory, computer memory is where they started.
Yeah, interesting.
Yep. They started making RAM, and then from RAM they went to cases, and then cases it was just everything. And then they bought Elgato, and like honestly, Corsair, I don't know if you know this, but Corsair's been like buying up a ton of small boutique companies and stuff.
It just like I feel like it's almost in realm of Corsair comparison to like Alienware. How like not in the direct sense where you're buying a bigger product, but like the price gouging for some of the products that they come out with, I feel like are in the same like price increase.
I put Razer in that same boat too.
Razer
Razer's
especially.
pretty big too on it.
Yeah, I mean, for gamers, by gamers. I mean, that's this fucking slogan for Razer.
I mean, the
And
thing
it's not
is,
that
if
high
you think of
quality
Alienware
sometimes.
or Razer, you think over the top gaming thing.
Yep.
Gaming.
I am.
Corsair makes other things besides gaming.
Yeah, and same thing with Alienware. I mean, it's Dell. You know.
Oh,
like,
now that ever since Dell has been like totally taking over that, it feels a lot less like Apple buying kind of product, because you know how like Alienware back in like
it was very boutique. It was very special.
like the Bugatti of gaming products. Doesn't matter if it functions well. Not Bugatti. Obviously.
They were some of the
More like
earliest
Supreme,
earliest
I would say.
adopters into like water cooling machines. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so like fun fact. If you're ever looking to make a quick buck, you know, of course, there's an all-time low. Start buying. I could really use it. No, I'm kidding.
That actually it'd be interesting to get into it.
Yeah. So
Put some money into it.
when I start my endeavor into my next PC build, which is going to happen here sooner than later, that's the one thing that I really, really want to.
Are you gonna go full Corsair build?
I'm not. No, I'm doing a whole mishmash of like different really cool stuff that I want. Like that torrent case that I showed you, which I don't think you guys were crazy about. It had those like really sharp lines on the front panel. It was the fractal torrent case.
I don't know if I saw that.
Yeah, I
don't know
think
if I
you
was
did
there.
show me, but there's so many
I don't think you
cases
were
I
crazy
haven't
about
bought.
it. Yeah, I don't think you were crazy about it. But just look up fractal torrent or fractal designs torrent.
Show it to me when you get it up.
So I'm thinking about going that route with the case and like some other, you know, your typical stuff. But like I want to do sort of, I don't want to like emulate what Julian did, but pretty much like the same idea where it's like get like the best motherboard I can, put like
it?
yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay.
I want to get the white one though. They sell it in white.
Is that around the same similar size?
Yeah, it's a little bit deeper. It goes back a little bit deeper, but form factor, everything else is the same.
Nice.
About the same width.
You kind of need that. Your fucking video card's suffocating in that, in
Yeah.
that case. You have.
She's all right now, but
Honestly,
With your
I
cooler on the
really,
front,
Yeah,
thing
that
has
would- yeah.
nowhere to breathe.
Next time I do a massive like full scale PC build, I really want to get into water cooling, because I am so sick of my room getting exponentially hotter simply just because. And I know it's not going to completely eliminate that, but it's definitely going to help because it's not going to be moving air rather than water. You know.
I can assure you that, you know, obviously like my computer is for the most part water cooled.
Mm-hmm.
And this room still gets very hot. So
Well, I mean, we have the same amount of water cooling. It's just a GPU. That's what I really want to get.
most
the
of my
water plug
heat
on.
comes off my fucking CPU.
Really?
Yeah, my GPU does get warm, but like, dude, for real, the CPU, dude, the amount of heat that comes
Well, I
off that
guess
fucking
you
radiator.
You have it totally overclocked.
Yeah, I mean, she's juicing a little bit, you know. She's juicing.
Yeah, if Max could inject steroids into his CPU, he would.
But yeah, but like that's what I want to do. Like newest current Intel, whatever ends up being there when I start building my machine, and then like kind of go with like PCI 5.0. Get that ready to rumble, and then get the M.2 drives that like are compatible with it. Just do everything like the newest spec, so that I can like have it run for like 3 or 4 years and be okay. By the time I get that far, because it's September now, I think the 40 series is supposed to be dropping soon.
It is going to be dropping soon. I'd say probably in October.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wait on any GPU purchases until then, because I got to see what the prices are gonna be like and what the availability is gonna look like for that.
Yep.
But if I can't do that, then maybe I'll go for a 30 series, but I would prefer to go with 40 if possible.
Don't go for a 30 series if you're looking for a new build.
And that's what I'm thinking too, you know?
I am honestly going to just wait for the 40 series to come out and see if I can manage to get my hands on one.
Yeah.
So
and be like a nice jump from the 2070 I have.
My whole point of all of this is saying one of the things that I really want to do is do a whole monitor change out. I want to dip the 2 shitty side monitors, get something a little bit nicer, and go with a OLED like high refresh rate main screen. What's going on?
Best of luck with finding an OLED monitor.
Meet. And Ben, welcome on in. It's good to see you.
Last night I was literally just looking for them and I found 2. But
yeah, there's not a lot.
The cheapest you can find them is about $1,400.
I'd be willing to spend $1,500 or less. Anything more than that is fucking astronomically ridiculous for a monitor.
I mean, the thing is I know an OLED monitor would look amazing, and it would be amazing. It would be amazing to have one. But I also don't need 4K, and they all make them in 4K.
I wouldn't want 4K.
There's no
That's
way
like, yeah.
I would want it.
Isn't an OLED just like actual
organic LED
what
is what it stands for.
Yep. What we're seeing is literally a backlit panel with
it fully
LCD,
turns them off for black.
Well, the whole screen turns off if it were to turn off. But when it comes to OLED, each individual pixel can turn off and on. So like blacks are literally true black.
They're off. The pixels are just like there's nothing here to light up, so turn them off. And then you get into HDR. So if you're playing a game that supports HDR, you get that fucking crystal clear, sharp as fuck, just beautiful looking HDR image quality that you wouldn't normally get on a normal LED.
LCD or LED,
LED panel.
I don't know. OLED seems like one of those things that like it's one of those stepping stones towards something nicer. But I feel like it's not something I really need to.
I would say it is
get.
It is that next best thing.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a completely different technology. Because Samsung tried making something called QLED, and it's essentially a similar process to just regular LED panels, but it has like a film in between that has the ability to. I don't even know, honestly.
And it's not as good.
It's not. It's like a workaround to try and create more depth.
And the funny thing is, it's almost equally as expensive.
Yep. It kind of sucks though that there's no company that literally is delving into it, and I think it has to do with like screen burn-in and stuff like that, because computers would like definitely struggle with that because of like UI elements that stay open.
It's actually a refresh rate.
Well, the refresh rate too, but all of them are 120.
Well,
if you ever look at stuff on like any TVs, it's always 120 hertz, which is like totally fine.
But it's 120 at some sort of sacrifice. They'll either sacrifice resolution, so you get 120 at 1080p, or you're gonna get 120 at without HDR, or 120 without like a certain color range.
Every single OLED TV that you can find out there is 4K, 120 hertz, usually an ultra wide.
Yeah, they advertise it all. They advertise all the features, but to get that refresh rate, there's usually 1 or 2 that you have to sacrifice to get. Like you can use, like depending on the content you're watching, the TV will like switch over and be like, oh, okay, you get everything because you're watching TVs
have those different modes, so you can turn it into game mode where it would bump the refresh rate up, but it would.
But there's a sacrifice, something else. Yeah,
down.
There's always a sacrifice, and that's where we're not at yet. Is like being able to do all of it at a higher refresh rate.
Honestly, irritates me a lot that like, the thing is we have 4K. But there's not a single, like even like the top tier computers can barely run 4K at like 240 hertz. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Because the technology isn't there.
That's why like 144 is usually like the sweet spot, I feel like.
Right. I mean, I have 1440p 144 for my monitor, and it was a pretty decent purchase. But like, I understand why we're continuing to improve on picture quality, but I wish we would like slow down to let technology to give us that picture quality.
4K just kind of pisses me off because there really isn't that much content for 4K when you're gaming. When you're doing stuff for like watching movies and stuff.
If you're watching stuff, it's already predestined content that you don't have to worry about procedurally generating or like displaying and processing.
Right, yeah. But like for most games and stuff, dude, a lot of games, especially with like the stuff that I play, doesn't even really handle 4K that well.
Like,
not to mention you have to have
that's the thing.
You have to have an ass-kicking fucking computer to push that, dude.
My one point of reference here is recently I've been playing Spider-Man on the PC.
Mm-hmm.
I turned on ray tracing at one point. Now I know I don't have top tier computer, but I have a pretty decent computer.
Mm-hmm.
But my frames went from going at 90 down to like 40 turning on ray tracing.
Oh, unfortunately, in that exact scenario,
175
the
hertz.
game wasn't specifically set up for PC, so they had to port it, and you already know how the process of porting works. Even if a company does it with like a very good monitor. I think if you do it with like a really like a company that makes it, even though that process is done, it still doesn't build into like the back end of the game. The backbone of it doesn't run easily with a computer. That's the thing that's really unfortunate when it comes to any port.
My wife told me to get PC, good or bad.
Game would normally run decent. Like Fortnite even runs better with ray tracing because it was built on a computer.
If you're looking to get into gaming, if that's what you're referring to, One Star, PC really is the way to go. I mean, it's the most versatile. You get almost any exclusive that comes out at some point comes to PC.
Or at one point or another, it comes to PC, whether it's supposed to be or not.
Yeah.
If you're willing to do some digging.
But it will happen. The other thing is too is with the PC, you know, your options, she said, 100%. Yeah, 100%. PC is 100%.
Undoubtedly, yeah.
On PC, GTA is much better. It runs a lot smoother, honestly. Because the thing is, like,
it sets down. It's down in graphics.
Yeah, I played it
on console
on PC with you guys, like a couple years back, and then like there was one time where I went to play it on Xbox with a friend. And I was like, wow.
It's usually less than 60 frames.
This doesn't feel as good.
Yeah. And I always think that PCs are way more advantageous anyway, because if you ever want to do anything like streaming or
anything other than gaming,
or like normal like working stuff, or like you want to like make a video, you can do all of that on top of gaming. Like it's a much more versatile platform.
You build yourself a gaming PC. That gaming PC is strong enough to do other things that you can then do on PC.
You could throw anything at it and be fine. And not to mention, you build a pretty decent PC or buy a pretty decent PC, you're going to be sitting there playing the next like AAA titles for the next 3 years to come.
Yep.
Right.
Whereas as a console, that might not be the case.
Well, that's the thing. Like, think about how the PS5 came out and the Xbox, whatever the newest.
What's going on, David?
Whatever that Xbox is.
There isn't as easy of ways to upgrade either. In the cases of like, okay, this newer game that came out is a little bit harder on the graphics, so we had to lower it down on the consoles. Well, you can play it at the proper way if you want to just spill out some money and upgrade your product, your computer.
Yeah.
So here, let's do a quick little round table. We're gonna play a game. We'll start with Mike, then we'll go to you, Justin, then me, and then back to Mike, and we'll just keep going until somebody can't, okay? And then whoever can't has to take a... No, I'm kidding. Basically, what we're gonna do is you're gonna list or name a AAA title, and we're gonna do AAA titles, and we're just gonna go back and forth. So, Mike, whenever you're ready, go ahead and start. We're shotgunning it, so quick.
Are we doing franchises? Well, franchise just counts as one.
Try to do games. We'll do games so that we don't knock out 30.
I'll go Spider-Man. Start that one.
I'll go Skate 3.
Borderlands.
God of War.
Battlefield 2042.
GTA.
Fuck. Which one?
GTA 5.
Right, yeah. Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
I mean, any of the Call of Duty series.
Yeah, so that's why I was asking franchise.
Modern Warfare 2.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Is that a AAA?
Yeah, absolutely, at the time.
Yeah, I guess. Guitar Hero was a AAA at the time.
Yep.
It is.
Dead Space.
Oh shit! Fuck.
It's
hard to rip off titles like that.
I know. We're doing pretty good so far. Let's go VR chat. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Not AAA.
I know. Borderlands 2.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that works.
All right. I
I
was trying to rack in my head other things, and I
was buying you guys time.
I'm literally trying to go through my Steam library in my head right now.
That's what I was doing. I'm like, okay, all 600 games, go. Okay, all right, here, new rule, you're allowed to open your Steam library, but only your library.
All right, I'll go look at my library.
All right, I'm game with that.
And we'll just keep going until we get bored.
Well,
all right.
I have another one, Dragon Age.
Okay.
Dragon Age, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll just take the shortcut and go Call of Duty Black Ops. So then Max, you went with yours, so Max
My
can
Steam
go.
logged me out of my fucking app, bro.
Oh, imagine, dude.
Okay,
Library.
Steam DB.
Mine takes
That's
forever
not
to load
AAA.
because of all the games that are in my
Oh,
library.
I don't know if that would be considered AAA.
What?
What?
Portal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be-
absolutely.
That was
Yeah.
a AAA company.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't think my games are gonna load.
Do Steam DB.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of some.
Max is up next because you already
Yeah.
named one. And I already skipped over
Then
mine
we'll
now.
do Team Fortress 2.
Yeah.
Dota 2, or I would say I'll do Dota 2 instead because I feel like Team Fortress 2 isn't necessarily because of its history and how it became a game.
It's a little bit more of a free to play, and I feel like AAA titles don't really get the idea. Like, I wouldn't necessarily consider Fortnite a AAA title, necessarily. I guess you can consider it being made by a AAA company.
Yeah,
I
they're
feel like
definitely a
since it's a
AAA company at
free-to-play,
this point.
It's a free to play.
All right.
I'm gonna stick with Dota 2 instead of.
Is it my go?
Yeah.
Half-Life Alex.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
That's a decent one.
Probably the only AAA VR title that exists.
Yeah, true.
Around that, yeah. I consider like Boneworks
Not very
up
many
close
other,
there.
Not many other big companies actually.
Oh, there you go. I got my
create
next
VR,
one.
Games. Let's see. There's a certain one I'm thinking of, but I can't. I'll go Assassin's Creed.
Hate to say it, and it's unfortunate, but Cyberpunk
Yeah.
was a
There you go.
AAA title.
Resident Evil Village.
Ooh. I'll take an easy round and say Resident Evil 5.
Oh, I'm definitely considering this my next
It's
one.
a great game, so I have to say that.
Silent Hill.
Sonic Adventure 2.
Ooh.
That was AAA. It's definitely AAA back then.
We'll go Super Mario World 2.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I almost said Breath of the Wind Waker for a minute.
Breath of the Wind Waker. Hell yeah. The sequel we never got.
How do you get to your library from DB?
All right.
I'm having a problem just
You
even
ready for
getting
this?
my.
Ready for this? And you're going to be pissed about this.
Wait, what? I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah. Because there's only one reason it's in my library. Elden Ring.
Oh my god. Let's see. Some other really big popular ones lately.
I got a couple going up here.
I got my next like 3.
Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite, yeah. Age of Empires 4.
Yeah, there you go.
The Sims 3.
Yep. It's technically AAA.
Oh, Diablo.
Diablo, yep.
Yeah.
Battlefield 2042.
Yeah, I already said that one.
Oh fuck. Okay. All right. Wait.
Oh.
The latest Star Wars game that came out. What is
Fallen Order?
Fallen Order?
Okay. Doom.
Oh, yeah.
The
Okay. Duke Nukem.
2016 version.
Quantum Break.
Quantum Break. Oh, interesting.
God, what a game.
Can we consider Five Nights at Freddy's AAA?
No. No.
Probably.
I just scrolled past that. I was just like, I might as well ask, you know.
Do you get disappointed in my life and then put your thing in and then there should be a
Counter
game.
Strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, Counter Strike.
Okay.
I don't know why that was that high up in my list of library games, but
Really?
I fucking can't tell
I
you
don't
the
think we
last time
said
I
it.
ever
So
opened it.
Rocket League.
Is Rocket League a AAA though?
I mean, you could consider Psyonix a AAA. Back
I feel like
when
it's hit that point now, but
Yeah.
originally it wasn't.
All right. Keep them going. Keep it going.
Well, you're next.
Oh, am I? I'm sorry,
You're next
Wolfenstein.
if we consider Rocket League.
I would say Rocket League nowadays is probably considered
Yeah.
AAA.
Nowadays it would be considered.
Yeah, when it
but-
was first released, maybe not, but mine's Wolfenstein.
Ooh, a new one. Multiverses.
Oh.
Okay,
That's
okay.
a new AAA.
What gaming studio made that though? Would you consider it? I mean, I guess it's a very profitable company, so I guess you could say that, right? That's kind of the only idea between AAA is the fact that the company has money to make it, right?
I mean, they got money from Warner Brothers to make it. Whether it was them, I think Warner Brothers made it themselves.
Lucasfilms is Warner Brothers,
Is
right?
it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
No.
Lucasfilms is.
Lucasfilms is owned by Disney.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because they do Star Wars.
They made Star Wars, but it's Lucasfilms.
Disney owns Lucasfilms now.
Lucasfilms hasn't created games since like the 90s.
But no, that's not true because Lucasfilms is Lucasfilms
I guess
did
they were,
Mafia.
Did they really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Mine's gonna be Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor.
Ooh, there you
Metro
go.
Exodus.
That's another Warner Brothers game.
Metro Exodus. Okay. How about Payday 2?
Oh yeah.
Is
there we go.
would we?
What gaming company or what company is made by Payday 2?
Payday 2 is AAA. Payday 2 is
What
AAA.
company is it?
I would say Payday 2 is. I don't know.
I'm unaware. I just know it was a
Because
very
AAA is like the AAA title,
right.
referring to the AAA company that made it.
I'm not sure.
So if I remember this correctly, Lucasfilms games, that was a they were a branch of id Software, weren't they?
I scrolled past Prototype 2.
What was that?
Lucasfilms, wasn't that a branch of id Software? Didn't a bunch of guys from id Software leave to go to?
I don't know anything about id Software and Lucasfilms, unfortunately. I know about both of them. Like I know what they are.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything about id Software other than didn't id work on Borderlands?
So Lucasfilms,
id Software ID.
they might have, yeah.
Pretty
I
sure
don't
they
know.
did. I feel like I remember that being one of the little intro like things.
Quick spur here. In 1979, George Lucas wanted to explore other ideas in entertainment and created Lucasfilm Computer Division in 1979, which included a department for computer games, the Games Group, and another for graphics. The graphics department was spun off into its own corporation in 1982, ultimately becoming Pixar.
Oh no way.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
so maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But part of Lucasfilm's games became Pixar. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's Disney, but they might have licensing with them.
Like Lucasfilms probably is owned by Disney at this point. They would have to be, unless they just got the licensing for Star Wars and they didn't get the
Oh my
company.
god, fucking realization of one.
Luke,
I got a good one.
hey Google.
No.
Hey Google. Who owns Lucasfilms?
Lucasfilm's parent organizations are Disney and Walt Disney Studios.
There you go. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, now they must have. But quick cool thing here. The Lucasfilms game group originally incorporated with Atari Inc. They were originally part of that for a while.
Right, because that's why Atari had the E.T. game, the one that almost killed the video game industry.
Single-handedly.
Wait, was E.T. really a Lucasfilms movie?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes, that's why there's Star Wars stuff in E.T. and then in Star Wars you can see E.T.'s actual, like, their own, you can see a couple of them in a ship.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yes.
That's why he was literally taking nods at his own movies,
That's crazy. I did not know that. That's
making
pretty
it
cool.
like a cinematic universe.
Would we consider Hellblade a AAA title?
I've never
Cinema
heard.
Sacrifice?
I've never heard of. Oh,
I don't think so.
What games outside of that do they make?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
I would say that Fable is definitely a AAA title.
Then how about I'll go with BioShock.
Yeah.
BioShock definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, this one I'm questioning them on because I don't know if they're technically a AAA, but I think they are. The Walking Dead series.
Like the
I think
Telltale ones.
Telltale games, I would say, are a little bit more indie.
I'm gonna be just
They never release full price games.
Okay.
just because the fact that it
They're
is
always like $30 games.
just
I
be-
wasn't 100% sure about that, but I have a backup.
because they come from Telltale games. I'm gonna also say indie, even though there's a fucking ton of money that got poured into
Right.
it.
They got a bunch of money from it, but it started as an indie project
Yep.
for like story games.
Right. Okay. All right. So, on the same branch of that, then a AAA title that was definitely a AAA title, Detroit Become Human.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yep. And that's the same to say for like
Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain.
Yep. All those. There's
Well-
also I keep wanting to say This War of Mine, but I know that's not the game.
I'm coming up with more ideas as I'm talking about this now. Other games.
The Last of Us.
There you go.
How
Last of Us, Naughty Dog. Yep.
how about does Beat Saber count?
No, that was very indie.
Okay, all right.
That's the only company that they made.
Then
Okay.
Destroy All Humans.
Yeah, THQ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It would be Michael.
Yep.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Just about any one
That
of
was
them.
huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was absolutely huge. Dante's Inferno was also a really big popular AAA title back on 360. That was their version of God of War.
Right. Ooh, there you go.
Is it my turn?
Idea. Yeah, it's your go.
Mirror's Edge.
All right. I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it's made by EA, so yeah.
I'm
Okay.
saying this because I don't know. Like, I know that the title itself doesn't have much following, but it was made by definitely a AAA company. And it's Crackdown.
I'm unfamiliar with it, so.
Yeah, Crackdown
It was made. It was
definitely-
made by Microsoft Game Studios.
Okay, then yeah.
Yep. Crackdown always made me think of a game called Monday Night Brawl or something like that.
I know. I think
It was
I
a
know
similar style.
I think I know what game you're talking about. But it was like it was an open world game of you were being a super powered agent made by the agency
Yeah.
to take down the gangs that are overrunning your city.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a very well done game.
Vacation. Another big one, Ratchet and Clank.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Clank was a really big. That's Sony.
Skyrim.
Elder Scrolls, yeah. That's definitely AAA.
I got a big one.
So I'm gonna go along with the fact that it's a Final Fantasy and go Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
AAA.
Disney, pretty much. Little Big Planet.
Yeah, that was huge. That was a
That's
huge
made
title.
by- That's made by
was
Sony
my
stuff, right?
fucking childhood.
Yeah, and it was a release title, which gives it extra points.
Right.
Would we consider any of the Lucius games AAA?
Lucius, what's that?
The
I
little
know of
kid.
that, but I don't think I don't know who it's made by, so I have no idea.
I've never heard of it.
Hey Google, who makes the Lucius games?
I watched him play it on the stream.
Shiver Games. According to Wikipedia, Lucius is a survival horror video game developed by Finnish studio Shiver Games and published
No,
by Lake
that's
Small
indie.
Global for
Okay.
Microsoft Windows. The
Um,
New York Sky Films
okay,
project
Google,
is
stop.
centered on the 6-year-old boy Lucius, who is the son.
Okay, okay. Fuck.
I had one in my mind. Well, a pretty big one that I had, but I'm trying to remember what it was.
Trying to. I got so many indie games on my fucking Steam list, dude. Because it's like normally what I
Just
play.
trust me,
Like,
I was scrolling through it. I'm going like I looked at
I'm thinking
I looked
back
at
to my
Undertale
PS3
for a
and
second. I'm
Xbox.
like, that's definitely.
oh,
indie, but-
dude. Okay.
That's
Fucking
really
Need for
accurate.
Speed, bro.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah. So mine with the new one coming out in about a month, Pokemon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I will definitely be buying that game. Probably playing it on
Forza,
stream.
any other
Forza, yeah. Gran Turismo.
Yep.
Um,
That's where you say that was the name of the game. The racer, something paradise. Hot
Hot Wheels.
no. Well,
The Hot Wheels game.
Yeah, that's definitely.
That's a
AAA.
triple A, isn't it?
What am I thinking of?
I think.
Burnout. Burnout.
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking of. It's a more arcadey style racer, like a speed racer. Oh, hey, there we go. F-Zero.
What's the
That's Nintendo.
Wasn't there another game they made besides Doom and Wolfenstein?
Is World of Goo a triple A title?
They made Doom, Wolfenstein, and
Wasn't there one that was all based off of
Quake.
Quake? There you go.
Mm.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Quake's a triple A title.
That's what I was going for. Was
Yeah.
One of the first
Yeah.
shooter games. So
Well, shit. If we want to go back that far, fucking
Technically, at that time, it wouldn't be considered a AAA though.
that.
At the time.
They haven't been making new
But
Quake stuff.
but Quake is a spin-off of it was a more advanced version spin-off and a better game in general than
Oh yeah.
Doom.
Wasn't there original a version of a game before that? Before Doom, that was.
Yeah, Wolfenstein. It was
It
Wolfenstein, Dune, and then
Wolfenstein-
Quake.
Okay, I thought
Yep.
it was Quake, Doom, Wolfenstein.
No,
in my
no,
head.
no. Quake came way later. It was
Wow, Wolfenstein was really the first style shooter that was like that.
yeah. Wolfenstein's the granddaddy of the fucking FPS
I
genre.
did not know that.
Yep.
I
It's interesting. I definitely thought Quake was the first one because I was like, oh, they're just remaking Wolfenstein and Doom and other ones, but like Quake they don't want to do.
It was basically Wolfenstein came out and like the fucking seed was planted, and then almost immediately after, like with no time in between, Doom came out, boom, right after it. And then the FPS genre just blew the fuck up.
Well, in the spirit of staying back in the classic, I'll say Donkey Kong.
There you go.
I'm gonna say James Bond. Any of the James Bond.
Could say James Bond Nightfire.
On 64.
I specifically played James
Goldfinger on
Bond
64.
007. What is it? Blue Fire or something like that, or Nightfire. It was
Does
a game on the PS1.
does Just Cause count?
Yeah, I would say.
You've unlocked one for me. Spyro.
Ooh, there you go.
You said PS1, and that's what I played.
Yeah.
Spyro 1.
Absolutely. Super Monkey Ball.
Oh, there you go.
Dude, Octodad.
No,
That is the epiphany of fucking indie.
Oh, yeah.
That took off.
Oh yeah.
That was like one of the first like really big blow up ones like in that genre. Makes me think of.
Oh, dude, you know what game just came across my list? Journey. Not AAA.
That is not
Not
AAA.
AAA. But goddamn, what a good game.
Jim and I were literally just talking about Journey last night because he said he never played it.
Oh, he should stream it, dude.
Yeah,
I want to watch him
I'm
play.
telling you,
Yeah, I would love to play with him.
You guys should play EXO because it gave me big Journey vibes. Just having like yeah. If you remember, it was that game where I was playing as like a ball that would turn into a disc and fly across.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it gave me very similar Journey vibes because it's like a story told without anyone saying a word, basically.
Those ones are really cool.
All right, I got a last one, a good one to finish it with, and then we can move on to the next thing.
Sure.
Okay.
PGA Tour 2K21.
Any one of the PGA Tours, Madden's,
FIFA
NBA,
2022.
Yeah. I just figured that it was
those
funny.
are
That
all
was a
AAA
golf one.
titles technically.
Yep.
Good lord.
Oh god, dude, I hate those fucking games.
That was a big rant of just spurting out game names.
Yeah, it was.
It was fun though. That was fun.
That was
There's some good nostalgia that came up with this.
Yeah. Dude, it makes me want to play Little Big Planet again, dude. I want to play it.
I
so
think
bad. wanna
you
go
can
back to my
play it on
profile.
PC now.
I want to go to my
Bless
profile.
you, Sally.
And I want to see my list. I know on my world. I know I have like a straight line of a bunch of stuff, and I just want to play them so bad. I have this like I'm blue WD world where you push a little thing and it plays it, but you can play it backwards and it sounds really cool.
You gotta be able to play that game on PC nowadays.
No.
You gotta. Yeah.
And the thing
it has
is,
to
if
be.
you want to connect to the network, which is the biggest point of playing the game, is being able to go back and.
The network shut down. PlayStation 3, it's gone.
Is it?
Yeah.
When?
All the PlayStation 3 shit's gone.
Are you sure?
Wait, like you can't find it even like it's not that like they don't.
Little Big Planet did the big thing. I think there was even an event for it where they're like the last week of like our.
Oh, see, I was thinking of like because Super Mario Maker on Wii U, maybe it was about a year ago.
About a year ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
About a year ago now, Super Mario Maker on the Wii U, the original one, stopped letting you upload courses. So people were like rushing to upload their last courses because then you can only play them. You couldn't upload new ones.
Yeah.
Now there's Super Mario Maker 2, so you can still go on with that. But
Man, that's so sad because that means all of those worlds I'll never be able to experience again. I made worlds called like the Big Hill, and I made 3 of them, and it literally
The
was
Big Hill
like,
1, 2, and
was
3.
bigger.
Well, yeah, it was, and like there's like it started at the very top left, and I made a screenshot of my like little sock puppet boy, and
Yeah.
like, oh god, so much nostalgia.
That's a game
with
that
game.
because I was never PlayStation, I always kind of wished I got the chance
Dude,
to
it
play
was
it,
so
but I
much
never got a
fun.
chance to play it.
It was just like the simple nature of being able to create like in-depth mechanics.
That's a game that Sony needs to bring back.
Little Big Planet.
Yeah.
They need to bring back PlayStation Home as well, which was like their not VR, but like their
hub.
their hub space of a social platform.
Do you
It
know
was
what?
So cool.
Do you know what I've never spent time in before, but I think would be interesting to do so?
Hmm.
The fucking Valve Hub, the VR Valve Hub.
You never spent
Like
time
the-
in it?
Like the,
It's actually really
the little
fun.
thing where like there's host rooms.
Yeah,
all the
and
time.
I always see people are hosting
You should
rooms.
check it
and-
out. It's actually pretty cool.
What is it? I don't
The
know.
only time it's literally
It's
that
a game in it.
that
It's a whole
that
game.
play space you start in. You can invite people to that room,
Yeah.
and you can like
Wait,
like,
really?
like VR
Yeah.
chat style. You only see head and hands.
It's literally just like your
But
customized
I've done
head
it.
and
I've done it
hands.
with Spike
Yeah.
back when he first got his index. He like invited me to that first before we got onto VR chat for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's not bad. I had to make sure settings were right, but it literally just feeds off of like it's It was its own VR chat essentially.
Yeah.
So what's like is there like
It's just a
things to
social
do, or
space.
is it just a social
No, there's
space, like
some
hang
things
out
you
and
can
fuck
do.
around?
It's just
You
a
can
social
unlock
space.
challenges.
So
and
here's
stuff like
here's
that.
my question: is I've
You get
noticed
the-
that there's all those like little fucking trinkets and shit that you
Yeah.
can unlock.
That's
How do
what-
I get them?
You put them on your helmet and stuff like that.
Yeah, how do I get them?
You
So
do
I have
the
a
challenges
I have a
and
Beat Saber
achievements.
trophy.
I got a
Because
Dota trophy, and that's all I
I
got.
have a Beat Saber trophy because I got 100% on Beat Saber for all achievements,
Mm.
so I have that up on there.
What the fuck?
Yep. I
So
got a Atlas trinket for playing the lab.
You could probably look
Aperture's
it
the
up
lab.
actually.
If
Yep.
you do all of Aperture's the lab, like all of the
You get, like,
lab
a little-
experiments.
Oh, really?
I have an Atlas.
Fuck,
the
dude.
robot
We should do
Atlas.
like an achievement hunting stream one day where we just go through and jump from game to game to game and do whatever the fuck it is we gotta do. To
I don't
get-
know if it's still on there, but there was this really cool, like almost like what am I thinking of?
They have all the
You go
tools still.
you go to a but you go to a beach and you do with a fucking
A fucking metal detector.
metal detector. Thank you. There was like a challenge that you could do that you had to go to random worlds and like search for things in the world.
Oh,
It
really?
was like a
Yeah,
3D scan
Reminds me of, like,
space, and then you go to it and like you hang out in the space.
I
And
remember
find
messing
stuff.
around with that a little bit. There was like a whole somebody remade the Zora domain.
Yep. Yep.
From fucking what is it? Ocarina of Time.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Like,
I have
you could
a
walk through the
skiing
whole
like
thing
mound
of
one
Zora's
that you can
domain.
ski down. It's pretty cool. It's a neat little thing. You should check it out. It's actually like kind of worth.
I'm
Plus-
gonna go in and see how I can unlock some.
I always see people hosting a thing of Mario 64 or Peach's Castle, and I'm like,
Yep.
every time I get on, I'm doing something.
How
for
are
it,
those
so-
people uploading those worlds? Is there a spot where you upload those worlds to,
Probably,
or like?
imagine so.
probably online on a website.
Oh,
or
you know what,
something.
dude? Probably fucking Steam Workshop.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
It's probably fucking Steam Workshop.
It's cool because like you can customize your little head, so you can like I have
Yeah, you
a
can
payday
change it.
mask on with like a
Oh, really?
unicorn from TF2. If you've ever seen like the little balloon that's a unicorn.
Yeah.
You can change your spawn room too. It doesn't have
Yep.
to be that room.
I
You
did
can-
change it. I am now using the spawn room that like I picked and everything.
I know the
Mine
one
used to be Peach's Castle.
with Spike when I went into his. He actually had a night version of that
Oh really?
place
That's cool.
that I was in, but it also has a room behind you as well.
Oh.
Like so, it wasn't just that bare room and a balcony. There was another room you could go behind.
Yeah.
And it was like a bed and whatnot, and
That's
like a
kinda
couch
cool.
hangout.
Yeah, that's
place.
badass actually. That's
I
sick.
was really sad. There was a point in time where I spent a bunch of time like I literally took all of because if you've gone through the items, there's a Ready Player One book that's in there, and you can't do anything with it. It's just the book, but like that's an item, and I filled a
That's
whole
clever.
bookshelf.
That is really clever.
I filled a whole bookshelf with all of that one book and locked him in, but the space got deleted. So like this big extravagant
I had to redo
bedroom
mine.
that I made.
I had to redo mine recently because what I do is like you're looking at the games in front of you,
Yeah.
and over
That
to my
massive
right,
screen.
I have a pyramid stack of cubes, portal cubes, and on top I have the portal cube.
That's funny.
That is actually really funny.
I
shaped
resized
them
them and
up?
I put them down one by one, and I put the cake on top.
So you can just
and-
save it like that and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
and it's gonna
like
go-
they got,
You save it
locked.
like that, it'll stay like that. That's why I have Iron Giant as one of my cubby holes
Mhm.
there. I have the top hat that I'm wearing on my character. I have the Beat Saber trophy and Atlas all on my right side there in those little cubbies. And then the pyramid behind me, which one day my thing got like deleted or reset.
Yeah,
And I was like,
exactly.
oh, what happened? And I went and redid it all. Like I took
Yeah.
some time and redid it all. I'm like, god damn it.
Man, it's a
It's all
cool,
nice
it's a
and
cool
neat.
like little functionality. It's like there's a lot more functionality to it than you would think.
Yeah, and it's funny because I've
Yeah.
like rarely ever spent any time in it or anything.
There's no reason to at face value, but then like once you start realizing it and like, because I don't know if you realize, but like you have your like grips. You have your
I noticed you could
tools.
like draw and shit in there and everything.
You have like
and
the gun and the little.
is it
drone.
synced? Like if you were in the room and I drew something, could
Yeah.
you see it?
I believe so,
Yeah,
yeah.
it works.
Shit, dude. We should spend a day and just like go fuck around in there.
It's honestly, there's some cool stuff you can do. Download some cool worlds. Joining people was a really like, at least it was back when I used it. It's really weird when you join random people because it won't like, it'll enter the room in the network, but it won't physically put you in a place. It'll kind of just like freeze and then load. But other than that, it's a pretty neat like functionality.
I'll have to go check her out.
It's worth it. Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, you got something spicy for us today.
I do have something spicy.
I have been holding
our-
on to wanting to hear this for the past hour.
On our
so.
usual Reddit segment of the day for the podcast.
Tifu, the Fortnite player.
It's on r/TIFU. Today I fucked up. Not Tifu. It has nothing to do with Tifu, the streamer.
I don't know. I still think it's
You
Tifu,
literally
the streamer.
you thought that was the user. So like it's
I saw r/ and I immediately.
It also has nothing to do with Fortnite either.
Right, yeah. Absolutely nothing to do with Fortnite.
I still think it does though.
So, for everyone out there who peruses TikTok, I'm sure has heard this story already. Okay? Because it is one of
Should I
the
open
biggest...
TikTok and see if it pops up like the first thing? Just bam, Reddit story. You think it would?
It might be. The thing here's the thing.
It'd probably be your TikTok.
It's
or
one
yours.
of the biggest things going on right now. And I'm just going to go off the title so everyone that knows the joke knows what story I'm going to be reading. And it is, today I fucked up my... Jesus Christ. This
You almost
stupid
fucked
chair.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, today I fucked up. I sat down in the broken chair.
came out and almost fucking killed me. My 20 female girlfriend of 2 years told me that the music I, 25 male, play during sex is weird and a major turnoff. Okay?
Okay.
So, from my perspective here, I watch these stories on TikTok all the time. I told you guys this before. That's why I like reading them on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, when this one came across my thing, I just thought of it as one of the random ones that I've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then I get through the whole story, and I'm done. I think it's funny. I liked it. Moved on. And then later on, I keep scrolling, and then somebody made like a TikTok joking about it,
Mm-hmm.
and they used something that told me what was connected to it. I was like, oh, that's funny. Somebody like I know that story. I know what that's joking about. That's funny. And then just as the days went on, it was more and more and more, and it just blew up like crazy. So much that there's an update to this afterwards too. A completely separate post.
So we get the full story
A
here.
completely separate post to this one I'm about to read.
Good lord. Okay.
Okay? And I've already shown you just how many awards
plenty of
this
awards.
person's been awarded for this. This was posted 4 days ago, and it has blown up across the internet. Okay? So, let's get it started. A little backstory. When I first started having sex, I researched into ways to be better, as I was a little stiff and pretty much had no idea what I was doing. I read online that you can play music and match the rhythm in order to put on a better performance.
Sure.
I searched lovemaking songs and started slowly creating a playlist in which I was comfortable matching the rhythm. There's a few songs to my playlist. However, there is one song in particular, which happens to be my favorite, that my girlfriend hates, and she says it turns her off in a major way. I don't understand why it has taken her 2 years to tell me she hates the song. It's a good lovemaking song with good rhythm. I feel the way I fucked up is I could have possibly asked her previously if she liked the playlist or any songs she'd like to add/change. But to leave it for 2 years thinking our sex life is great, but in her eyes has just been ruined by the music, has left the whole situation feeling awkward, and I'm a bit annoyed. Also, I'd also like to preference, Max knows where this is going.
Do you have the name of the song? Can I play the song?
Oh, it's on here. Don't worry. We got it.
Okay.
We got it.
Wait, like
He has a link to it. I will be able to play
Okay.
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 Spoiler, he shows us the song.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
they'll be able to figure that
that's
out.
fine. Not really too much of a spoiler. I'm
Right.
excited to hear it.
I pretty much played this tune every single time, so the amount of time she must have not been enjoying it when I thought the complete opposite is annoying, but also embarrassing in ways. Not to mention my previous partners, however, they never complained about the song, so maybe it's just her. It's fucked up and the relationship, to be honest, because the sex feels awkward now. The other day we were having sex with no music, but I was still thrusting to the tune playing in my head. She recognized this and asked me to stop. I thought this song was perfect, and I always thrust along to the tune, and feel it gives me a perfect rhythm for doing the deed to.
I'm gonna be honest. I never would imagine specifically having sex to the beat of a song.
I usually bust to this song and find it devastating. She hates the song. Here's the song itself, and we go out to the link. It loads up YouTube. We'll let it get to the
Hold it
first
a little
song.
closer here.
I know exactly what song this is. I know exactly what song this is. This is an old song. This is like from like 2010.
11 years ago. This was
Yeah.
posted.
Yeah.
Okay?
I know exactly what song that is. I used to listen to that in my car. Literally, I used to listen to that song.
So, the internet has gone absolutely... Exactly. The internet has gone absolutely ballistic about trying to imagine this guy for 2 years.
Oh
and
my
they're
god.
having
like every
arguments.
sex scenario.
Well, they're
like-
having arguments about it of like how they was doing it. Was he in every time? Is bam 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 bam. Was it in and out? Bam 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 bam. Or is he just going to the beat of the song? You know?
Yeah.
Which one is it? And people have been going absolutely ballistic over it. TikTok after TikTok talking about how this guy has gone through his 2 years of
I
just
hope
like-
his response tells us which one he does, right? I hope so.
The response, I don't think does.
I don't think it does. He does.
That's my one question. I'm curious about that one.
Could you imagine being the girl laying there and you're fucking to the song in your head, aren't you?
Yeah,
well,
that's what I
that's-
think is funny. Like the
that's the
fact that
best
she was
part of
able
it.
to recognize
Right,
it.
exactly. So that means it probably wasn't
Please
just the
stop
beat.
it.
It probably wasn't just the beat.
Do you
it
think
was
he was
that
making that noise?
in his head. He definitely was.
Oh my god, that is crazy. Okay, all right. I want to keep
All
on
right.
hearing the rest of it.
So
I just find it so funny that I used to listen to that fucking song. No fucking way.
so that was 4 days ago. 1 day ago, he posted an update, kind of, basically saying, "Today I fucked up, posting on Reddit about our sex life with Seabat, the artist of that song, and now our relationship has ended."
Yeah, it blew up on the internet. Of course it ended.
So he goes, "Okay, this exploded
Imagine
more
seeing
than
a
I."
TikTok about your relationship.
This exploded more than I expected and has been a bit overwhelming with the messages, but thought I'd give an update. The attention hasn't been exactly positive, and this hasn't been the best thing to happen for my relationship, and it's now sadly ended. I didn't expect it to blow up so much. I should have used an anonymous name instead of my real name and our real ages. There aren't many 25-year-old Tyler's lives who are in a relationship with their significant other for 2 years who is 20. Unfortunately, her younger sister recognized this and showed her parents who weren't happy at all and made the situation extremely awkward. So yeah, the younger sister sees the TikToks blowing up and goes, "Oh my god, that's what's her name in Tyler." Like, we don't have a name for the girl, but what made it more awkward and cemented the fact that it was me is that they recognized the song. Once at a family dinner, we were discussing music tastes, and my ex-girlfriend stated that I have an odd taste in music. Everyone laughed and pressed me to play something from my phone of what I like as music, to which I then blessed their ears with Seabat.
Dude.
Her father laughed and said it was terrible. I guess we all have different tastes. Although I nodded in agreement at the time, I was thinking in my head that this is a great fucking song. We are over now and I am moving on. I already revealed my face on TikTok, but with the amount of hate I originally got, I decided to say I didn't have it and backtracked. I don't think the song is that bad, and I had no idea she didn't like it until recently. As soon as I did, I stopped. I didn't force her Seabat. Not all can handle Seabat. I know it's different. I know a lot have asked for a face reveal and a playlist. My playlist I actually burned onto a CD and have been using my CD player, but I'll go on YouTube and try and link all the songs in one playlist and share. Now imagine
So
being
dated.
Imagine the parents being the parents and being told that one of your kids found out that her older sister boyfriend made a giant post about them having sex for 2 years to music, for you to only realize you recognize that song, and that cements in the fact that it is in fact the older sister's boyfriend that made this post.
The moment of realization that went through that family's head.
Not only that, but imagine like the family sitting there being like, I've heard this song playing upstairs before.
Oh, top comment.
Forever ruined.
Top comment on this has got a good point though. Wait, your GF told her entire family you have strange taste in music, and you didn't stop to think she didn't like it. So
I guess,
that was kind of like
I mean, if she always complained about it, of course she didn't like it, right?
Well, she only complained about it after 2 years of it. She literally put up with it, not saying a word for 2 years, and then finally said something.
Well, I'm curious at what time that dinner scenario happened with the song and the family.
I think he was just saying at one point.
At one point during, yeah.
But I guess my point is that would be an indication that she doesn't like the song.
Right, yes. That was the commenter's post, or point, is that was kind of your indication.
Dude, he was blinded by CBAT, bro. He was blinded by CBAT.
Blinded by CBAT. Not all can handle CBAT. Yeah. Dude, it has been going crazy on TikTok.
That is way too fucking funny.
I even considered like making one or two regarding.
Do
they have that song on Beat Saber?
I used to glove to that song.
Fun fact: I've already seen a video of Ellis Toast doing it, and I am going to be hunting it down and doing it myself.
Oh god, dude, that's too good.
That is just crazy.
It's too funny, man.
Let me see if I can find that one of Ellis Toast doing it.
Beep 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 beep. If I was gonna be doing it, I think that's how I would do it too.
Yeah.
Although I feel like I'd be stiff while I'm doing that. Like I don't think that'd be something I could just like.
Yeah, you gotta fucking step it up to.
Beep 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 beep. Like,
I mean,
it's not like it's fluid, dude.
It's different when you don't have anything to like physically replicate with you, you know.
All right, so everyone not viewing or otherwise listening, just go ahead and look up Ellis Toast's TikTok. LSTOAST, Ellis Toast, and his TikTok where the thumbnail has text on it that says "The song goes hard." I think I'll add it to my playlist. It's such an awkward map, but it's such an awkward song.
It is an awkward song. So am I the only one that has heard this song before?
So I was sitting here, I was talking to Kenzie about it, and I was like, this sounds too familiar to me. I think it's used.
I pointed it out when I got here.
It's sampled. It's hella sampled.
It's used in Workaholics.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the transition songs that they use when they're going from.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I saw a TikTok when this was all going up big that talked about one of my favorite scenes from Workaholics has now been ruined, and it's when they were all like completely drunk and they were continuing the drunk in the morning. I think it was, and it's just zooming in on their yard, completely wrecked of everything, and it's playing that song while it's zooming in to the house.
I think they use it more times throughout. I think it's
probably, but like that's just the one scene that's solidified. It's got it playing right there. It's that exact part of the song too, like.
That's too fucking funny, dude.
Here, let's see.
The internet has gone crazy about it, and I love it because
it's just funny to think that it's like it is literally. You said it's an 11-year-old song, and like, so many people probably never heard of this song in their entire life.
Well, he's been boning to it for the entire time. Then
is it? How do you spell it? Is it?
It's the letter C.
C-B-A-T.
All one word.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
I guarantee you, if you type in CBAT on YouTube right now, it'll be
probably pop up as
Hudson Mohawk is what it is.
I can't find it.
He literally uploaded.
No, I have the song. I'm just looking. At It's all just Comedy Central posts.
The video that he had linked on the post was from a random person posting it. The actual official person posted it. It's not CBAT. CBAT is the name of the song. I didn't realize. Hudson Mohawk is the artist, and they just posted it 7 hours ago. Official audio on YouTube.
Look at that.
This guy's song from 11 years ago blew up out of nowhere, and he's like, "Fuck it, dude, let's go,
Yeah.
go along with it."
That's fucking great, dude.
Oh shit.
The internet.
He posted his own official audio so people can go watch that instead.
Yeah. Well, plus he'll be getting the copyright laws for it too and everything.
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason why, and also
All
he
the
gets to
views are-
monetize everybody
I was
else.
gonna say all the views and the monetization goes directly to him because he posted it.
Well, let's see. His video has 20K views already after 7 hours.
Which is pretty good.
Right. That one that we saw has 3.7 million.
The thing that's unfortunate is
Monetize.
he has that URL going to it, but it doesn't matter as long as you're watching something that's copyrighted.
Right.
The monetization goes towards the person who owns it, anyways.
Right, I know.
But I think with that phenomenal story of the internet, that brings us to our conclusion
I
here.
can't believe that.
Dude,
That
the
is-
thing is, yes, it was yesterday morning. I woke up,
Dude,
scrolled
I would not expect to hear, like, I have not heard that song in years, and
Mhm.
I would not expect to hear that song again.
It comes out of left field, bro.
So I mean, it was earlier last week that I heard the original post, and then things kind of started rolling down.
Yeah.
But it was yesterday morning that I randomly scrolled through TikTok, and it was the update post. It was
Mhm.
one of the TTS reading the update post of like, today I fucked up posting on Reddit about our sex life with Seabat, and I was like, no shot, he posted an update post, and I lost my shit with it.
That's fucking great.
That's so good.
Well, alrighty, everyone. Guys, thank you all so much for tuning in, listening, watching, and enjoying
And I
episode 20 of the Caffeinated Creators.
And I hope everyone out there is theorizing just exactly how he was going along to that rhythm.
I am going to be thinking about this for the next couple days.
I think we should get drunk on our 21.
We could do some drinking, maybe, not drunk.
I'll pay for the Ubers for you guys to go home if we do it.
You
Well,
pay for the Ubers for us to get here then?
if-
We're not
if-
driving our cars here to take Ubers
I was gonna
home.
say
and
there
then,
ain't no one
Okay,
else
deal, whatever.
driving here.
I'll come pick you up, and then
We could do a digital podcast and all get plastered at home.
we could do that.
we could do that.
And we could then try out the digital format.
And
We
plus,
could-
then,
we
then
could
we
give
could
it-
OBS Ninja. Boom.
Easy, yeah.
Alrighty. Let's plan for it then.
All right.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys tune in to
And we
literally next week Monday for episode.
are we doing
Yes,
it that
next-
way to catch up?
I think we should. Yeah. let's-
we're back on schedule right now if we don't try and play catch
Yeah,
up.
you're
on it.
right because today is the.
I'd be
day.
okay to do catch up.
We can do catch up.
I'm down either way.
I'm okay with it.
All right, cool.
Next week Monday, CC podcast number 21, the big 2-1, so we can finally drink. Even though we've been drinking on so many of these episodes,
I got water, baby.
mostly Max.
Yeah, I drink enough for all of
I don't
us.
know where
So.
my
drink
water is.
sometimes.
Water.
Sometimes.
I just bring this little
Every now
guy.
and then I'll pick up something.
No,
on the
you
way.
just bring it and then leave it too.
I don't leave it.
You
leave it sometimes.
leave them sometimes. Like you won't finish it, and you'll just.
That's
I'm
okay.
like, oh.
That's entirely something that I'm just so used to.
I always feel bad
No, I feel bad. Why do you feel bad?
because the lonely water didn't get to go home with you and get
It'll
drank.
never get finished.
Yeah,
man.
and I'm like, well, I
You
guess.
blue balls it.
I mean, it is.
You got
blue.
it to the edge, and then you never fucking finished it.
I'm gonna place this up there and not drink it.
Alrighty, guys, I'm Glitch Penguin.
Bald Wolf.
And Silver Zambi.
Thank you so much for being here. We are the Caffeinated Creators, and we will catch you next week.
Goodbye.